Welcome to our channel Around the World with Dua Mumtaz. Today we are going to visit Boyce Thompson Arboretum near Mesa City, Arizona, United States of America. If you like our informative video, please click the like button and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon so you will receive timely notification whenever we uploaded new videos. Let's get started. Boyce Thompson Arboretum is the oldest and largest botanical garden in the state of Arizona. It is one of the oldest botanical institutions west of the Mississippi River. Founded in 1924 as a desert plant research facility and living museum, the Arboretum is located in the Sonoran Desert on 392 acres along Queen Creek and beneath the towering volcanic remnant, Picketpost Mountain. Boyce Thompson Arboretum is on U.S. Highway 60, an hour's drive east from Phoenix and 3 miles, 4.8 km, west of Superior, Arizona. The Arboretum has a visitor center, gift shop, research offices, greenhouses, a demonstration garden, picnic area, and a looping 1.5-mile, 2.4 km, primary trail that leads visitors through various exhibits and natural areas. The exhibits include a cactus garden, palm and eucalyptus groves, an Australian exhibit, South American exhibit, aloe garden, and an herb garden. There are also side trails such as the Chihuahuan Trail, Curandero Trail, and High Trail. Over 2,600 species of arid land plants from around the world grow at the Arboretum. Agaves, aloes, boojum trees, cork oaks, jujube trees, legume trees, and, in the eucalyptus grove, one of the largest red gum eucalyptus trees in the United States. Cacti and succulents grow extensively throughout the Arboretum. Because the Arboretum is a riparian zone, the park attracts Sonoran Desert wildlife and migrating birds. Visitors have seen bobcats, javelinas, coatimondees, rattlesnakes, Gila monsters, hawks, hummingbirds, and vultures. 270 bird species have been spotted in the park, and the Audubon Society has designated the Arboretum as an important bird area. As of 2014, the Arboretum had 5,000 members and attracted over 75,000 people annually. The Arboretum was founded by William Boyce Thompson, 1869 to 1930, a mining engineer who made his fortune in the copper mining industry. He was the founder and first president of Inspiration Consolidated Copper Company at Globe, Miami, Arizona, and Magma Copper Company in Superior, Arizona. In the early 1920s, Thompson, enamored with the landscape around Superior, built a winter home overlooking Queen Creek. Also in the 1920s, as his fortunes grew, he created and financed the Boyce Thompson Institute for Plant Research in Yonkers, New York, now at Cornell University, and the Boyce Thompson Arboretum on the property of the Picketpost House, west of Superior. The Boyce Thompson Southwestern Arboretum was established on April 1, 1924, by hiring its first 2 employees, Franklin Crider and Frederick Gibson, both from the University of Arizona. Their first project was the construction of 2 homes that still exist on site, the Crider House and the Gibson House. Propagation buildings were put up in 1925, and by 1926, the Smith Building, Administration Building, and 2 connecting greenhouses were built. A Yare Lake was created the same year to help irrigate the lower portion of the park. In 1927, the Boyce Thompson Southwest Arboretum was incorporated, becoming the first nonprofit research organization in Arizona. The Arboretum opened to the public on April 6, 1929. 1927, the board of directors consisted of Colonel Thompson, Charles F. Yare, and Edward Rice, an attorney from Globe. In 1929, the directors of Boyce Thompson Institute and the Arboretum were added. Since that time, the Colonel's family has served continuously on the board and is currently represented by his great-great-grandson Dr. Paul Hohenlohe. His business associates have been represented by the son of another associate, William T. Smith, his son, Richard A. Smith, and his son-in-law Ian Thompson. Between the 3 of them, they held chairmanship of the board from 1963 to 2000 and 2010 to present. The president of the Boyce Thompson Institute has remained on the board as well and is currently represented by Dr. David Stern. Since 1976, with the signing of the tripartite agreement, 2 members from the University of Arizona and 2 members from Arizona State Parks also sit on the board, bringing the maximum number of board members to 20. With the hiring of Dr. Franklin Crider and Frederick Gibson on April 1, 1924, from the University of Arizona, the Arboretum was on its way. With the passage of Arizona House Bill 121 on March 7, 1925, it became possible for the Arboretum to incorporate as Arizona's first nonprofit research institution on October 5, 1927. Opening to the public in 1929, the future was indeed bright for the Arboretum. With the crash of 1929, subsequent depression, a drought, and the passing of the Colonel in 1930, the Arboretum began to struggle. Dr. Kreider left as managing director in 1934 and was succeeded by Frederick Gibson. The Picketpost House was sold in 1946 to help cut costs and raise revenues for the Arboretum. Frederick Gibson stayed as director until his death in 1953. The Colonel's nephew, Joe E. Thompson Jr., became the managing director until the agreement with the University of Arizona in 1965. Cooperative agreement was made with the University of Arizona in 1965, and Dr. E. Lendell Cockrum became the fourth managing director of the Arboretum. The intent was to reinvigorate the research program at the Arboretum, and it was renamed the Desert Biology Station. In addition, Drs. Frank and Carol Crosswhite were added to the staff as curators of botany and zoology. Dr. Cockrum left the Arboretum in 1968 and was replaced by Dr. Vernon Grant. Dr. Grant was succeeded in 1970 by Dr. Robert T. McKittrick, who served as the sixth director until 1984. Dr. McKittrick and Drs. Frank and Carol Crosswhite, who retired in 2002, became the bridge between this and the next phase of the Arboretum's development. With the signing of the tripartite agreement on March 30, 1976, the Arboretum became not only a state park, but remained a scientific research facility and a nonprofit institution. In addition, the Arboretum was listed on the National Register of Historic Places the same year. The Arboretum began publishing the journal Desert Plants in 1979. Dr. McKittrick, who had brought stability to the Arboretum no two transitions, retired in 1984. His replacement, Dr. William Feldman, was to serve for 21 years, the third longest-serving director after Frederick Gibson and Robert McKittrick. Under Dr. Feldman, the face of the Arboretum became what it is today. The visitor center, demonstration garden, and legume garden were completed under his tenure, as was the planning for the children's garden. Exhibits became more geographically focused, and the word conservation was added to the mission statement. The demonstration garden was developed by Dr. Warren Jones from the University of Arizona and Steve Carter from the Arboretum. The children's garden was left for Dr. Mark Bierner to realize during his tenure from 2005 to 2008. In addition, the Picketpost House was purchased by Arizona State Parks in 2008, making the Arboretum whole again. An example of this tripartite partnership is the University of Arizona/BTA's Desert Legume Program, or DELP. DELP is one of 3 U.S. organizations to have its seed bank backed up at the Global Seed Vault in Svalbard, Norway, and one of 3 private organizations backed up at the National Center for Plant Genetic Resources in Fort Collins, Colorado. Another example is the Arizona State Parks Volunteer Program, which has allowed the Arboretum to expand its educational and recreational programming. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We will see on our next video, and we'll explore Arizona Museum of Natural History in Mesa City, Arizona, United States.